Hello everybody, my name is Franklin and I'm really excited to talk to you today about my Spanish progress for May 2020. Actually, I'm a little afraid to talk to you about that, but you'll find out more about that as we do this video. Again, my name is Franklin and this is First1000hours.com. Don't give up on your language learning marathon. You can make it. You can make it through your first 1,000 hours. All right, and I'm just really thankful for the user. I forgot your name again, and this is a shame, but the username of Peggy. Thank you for coming here. I know that's not your real username, but I want to talk to you, like I said, about my progress in May 2020, and I'm just going to be real with you as I go through this. Now, my goal, if you don't know, my goal has been to read 2,000 pages in Spanish this year, and then also to go through at least 200 hours of any type of any combination of Spanish courses that I choose that are designed to teach me something outside of Spanish. And so I just want to share with you what is happening. All right, so let's go ahead and go into that presentation right now. All right, so this is my little PowerPoint or presentation. It really is Open Office. And what happened, let me go ahead and put this up again. Just a minute, I need to go to the beginning. Okay, sorry about that. Actually, I need to go back to my presentation, and I did not start it from the beginning, but here we go. All right, now I have it from the beginning, and so I've watched just 2 hours and 4 minutes of a Spanish course in May 2020. So that's very shameful. I'll let you know more about that Spanish course in a little bit. I changed it up. I went to a different one, and then also I've read 78 pages in El Conflicto de los Siglos. I've read 6 pages in El Heroe de Hacksaw Ridge. And then also I've read 9 pages in La Peregrina. So that's what I've done. This has been the least I've done in reading, I believe, since I started in January. So I just want to let you know if I've read a total of 584 pages in Spanish up to this point in the year. Now this is up to May, and I should let you know with this May report I have included a little bit of April in there. I think it's from like April 28th to the end of May 31st, 2020, because my last live stream report was on the last Tuesday of April, and so then I just started my counting from that time. Okay, so I just want to go ahead and continue as well. And so I still need to read 1,416 pages in Spanish and watch 176.2 hours of Spanish courses before 2020 ends. All right, so what does that actually mean if I do this on a monthly basis and if I'm consistent and all that? That means that I need to watch 25.17 hours of Spanish courses per month to meet my Spanish goal. And then I also need to read 202.29 pages of Spanish per month if I want to meet my year's reading goal. Now this is getting to a level which I think I still can do, but I mean, I've been playing, and so it's really like I'm going to do it or I'm just going to talk about doing it. There's still time to really be serious, but if I want to be serious, I have to actually take measures to do that. So I'll talk about some of the adjustments that I need to make, but I also want to continue and let you know that first 1,000 hours is on Telegram, and so I have a link to Telegram in the description of this video. And if you want to know a little bit more about behind the scenes, even some stories about my Spanish experience that I have not shared at this point on First 1,000 Hours, the YouTube channel, then you should go on Telegram and find out that. Again, I wanted to give a shout out. I forgot your name, Peggy. I know that's not your real name, but thank you so much for being here at this live stream. So I want to talk to you about some of my highlights. So all this came up differently than I wanted it to come up with. But first of all, I want to talk to you about Audible. So what is kind of cool, these are experiments. I'm not giving any type of recommendation at this point, but I just want to talk to you a little bit about what I've done. And like I said, it's not a recommendation. or anything like that, but I'm just talking about my Spanish journey, my Spanish progress, right? So I got this book, La Peregrina, and one of the reasons why I got this is because I read Pilgrim's Progress in the past, and I finished reading Pilgrim's Progress Part 1 already in Spanish. I thought that was cool. I wanted to get the extended version of that, but then I also did a free trial of Audible. And so my goal, or one of the things I wanted to do, was to be able to read this book and then also listen to the audiobook at the same time. And so I haven't done that much or made that much progress in the book. I haven't focused too much in that, but I did like the way that the person was speaking for this specific Audible book. And so it was free as well to do the free trial, so I didn't spend any money doing that. And yes, I did cancel my Audible membership, but I was not really trying to be an Audible anyway. But it just gives me an opportunity to be able to read and listen to native level Spanish content in a different way, following my interests as well. And Philippians 4 and verse 8, I think. So here we go. I want to go into some other things, some other highlights as well. All right, so one of the things I did, let me put this on the screen again. I had LinkedIn Learning, and I have tried this as a Spanish course. Again, I don't have a recommendation to say, yes, you should try LinkedIn Learning or whatever. I'm just telling you again what I am doing at this point, and this is subject to change for myself. But what I did is I took a WordPress course, or a course to help me learn how to further know about how to make websites, and I took WordPress. Hello, Alex. Yes. All right. Alex, that is your name, and I'm glad that you're back. So what I was saying is that my Spanish course that I took was LinkedIn Learning, and I did that obviously in Spanish. Now, one thing that was kind of funny was that I went to a library about 45 minutes away from where I live, and what they allowed me to get is a free pass to get lynda.com. And lynda.com was bought by LinkedIn Learning. And so I figured, okay, I'm going to be able to have free access to LinkedIn Learning and take my Spanish classes or courses. But then I found out that that library only had memberships for, the membership was only for English. It wasn't for Spanish. So it's just kind of funny. It's like, I am a native English speaker that wants to have Spanish content, and so I had to sign up for a trial of LinkedIn Learning, a free trial, and that's what I have done. And so I've liked what I have done so far. And the reason why I talked about transcripts with LinkedIn Learning is I thought it was cool that they had the subtitles. I haven't really needed to do this for myself, but just for you to know that they have the subtitles and in Spanish, and so you can actually read what the person is saying. And then you can even click on different parts in the subtitles to get to that part in the video. So I think that this is something that can help with comprehension if you are not so comfortable in listening to native level content without subtitles. And by the way, talking about subtitles, I should let you know I just did a video called about language learning with YouTube. It's one of the best extensions out of the two I work with. This is a very amazing extension about how to use double subtitles to help you learn a language, and it's better, in my opinion, than dual subs. So I'm going to put a YouTube card up here that you can go ahead and click on to look at that video. I would recommend, even if you don't need to use that you do that, because you can help out someone else and share with them something that I think can be very useful for people. Okay, so I want to go ahead and continue in this presentation. All right, now one thing I need to talk about is schedule. Now, when I was talking on February, I was talking about focusing in. Okay, Alex, I just want to piggyback. Look at your comment here. You said I got that plug-in for subtitles. So you got the language learning for YouTube. I think it's learning languages with YouTube, something like that. I mean, anyway, you said that you got that plug-in for subtitles. How do you? Okay, awesome. So you said thanks to you, of course. What do you think about that extension? Is that helpful for you? I'd be really interested in that. So I'll look at your comment about that. But okay, so I wanted to tell you as well about schedule. My schedule, I haven't really had one so much for March, and I believe that's why I have been off on basically accomplishing some of my goals. I talked about in February about focus and how you need to have a good bedtime and how it's good to clean and have everything clean and all that. And I started doing that for I would say for after February, March, and April. I was more so doing my schedule and all of that. But then I just started slacking in May, and so I started having piles in my laundry. I have when the clothes in my dryer finish, I didn't like immediately go ahead and hang them up and all of that. And so I got back into having laundry piles. I got back into basically not going to bed at a specific time a lot of times. And so that just messed me up in just my whole flow of my day. And so that put me back and behind. And I had different projects I was doing. Obviously, I still do this YouTube channel and I do other things as well. But I think my best time is when I have that focus, and I still want to experiment with at least tentatively having a plan for the day ahead of time, like the night before. And so I still need to work on that. And one of the things I want to try out this month is Google Calendar. So I will give you a report about that. If I did that or whatever, I'm going to try that out. And I heard another message I had heard before about time blocking. I'm not sure if I'm at that level yet, but I just want to write things down. And I think when I write things down, I have a better understanding of how my flow of the day can potentially go. I still want to, pray and ask the Lord to help me on my schedule. But at the same time, it's important for me to seek to try to at least have an idea of the day to be able to accomplish goals. Otherwise, I'm just doing random things, and then it gets nighttime and it's like, oh man, what did I do? Okay, so I want to look at your comments here. You said, Alex, you said it's pretty neat, but it's hard to find content that's interesting. Okay, so and then you asked me, so do you use tutors? I'm going to answer that. I actually have a video, Alex, that's going to be coming up about tutors. The specific answer to that question is no, I don't use a tutor, but I have I'm going to do a dedicated video on my idea about tutors and things like that, because I've been thinking about your question about that, and I know that's one of the things that you're looking at and all of that for yourself. And so I think my next video that I do, that will be next Tuesday at 7, I'm going to give my thought and my opinion on that subject. Okay, so I want to go ahead and talk about other things here. Exercise. I said that I wanted to exercise, doing like intense exercise or aerobic exercise, 45 minutes 4 days a week. I did not do that. So I did some exercise. It was not consistent. And so I think that the best thing for me to say is to do exercise 30 minutes a day, 3 days in the week. And so I can be more ambitious if I want to, but I'm going to have a goal that is a lot more achievable. And I think that will be helpful instead of just trying to be too ambitious and then it becomes unrealistic. I think that with my goals, I still have time to do it. It's just a matter of seeking to manage my time and just asking the Lord to just help me to manage my time and accomplish those goals. So I want to know how have you done with your Spanish goals or your language learning goals for this month or the month of May, and what are you seeking to do for June? You can leave the comments as well in the comments section of this video. And so Alex says this: I am taking piano lessons now, so my parents don't want me to have a tutor now. Okay, so all right, so that's good for me as I think about the video, and I might actually even leave or drop a comment in the video as well of this video of some of my preliminary thoughts about tutors. But you can find out more about that. I might drop some comments tomorrow about that subject. Okay, all right, so that's what I wanted to share in this video. And so thank you so much, Alex, for joining me here. I just want to put on the screen a video, and this is going to be a video about this book. This is called Heroe de Hacksaw Ridge. And so if you want to know more about the person that didn't bear arms in World War II, but got the Congressional Medal of Honor, I'm going to put a video about him on there. And then there will be a video that YouTube recommends. And I hope to see you in the next video.